All right, I'm starting the YouTube. All right, YouTube. Today's Monday. It's a no news Monday. As you can see, I don't think we're gonna get any news, any red folder news this entire week. This is all tentative, so I bet you this gets canceled because the government's still shut down. But right now, my bias for the day, we are in this consolidation zone. I want to see a manipulation into the upside or the downside. I think we're gonna get it to the upside. Hopefully, I would like to see if we could take out all these draws with London session 2, and then we have equal lows down below. I'd like to see if we could do that. But again, it's a no news Monday. We're consolidating right now. I want to see something like a manipulation in one direction. Maybe we could take out London session highs and these 15-minute highs above, and then take out these equal highs and come down to London session lows. But we'll see how price wants to move on a no news Monday. But right now, I'm not trading in this. We're just trading in a range right now. So we're gonna wait and see what happens and stay patient. If it's another no trade day, it's another no trade day. Last week was a freaking tested the mental a little bit because we had so many break-even trades. Again, it says 16 trades. I was hanging out with traders this weekend, and they thought I was taking 16 or 32 trades a day. That's not what I'm taking, right? We see it's per PA account, right? You have to import the data in TradeSyncer just to show you guys that, right? It's per account, so it counts. I have 16 PA accounts. It counts that as I copy trade them. So it says one trade per account, all right? We copy trade the accounts. You can see that right here. But it was a break-even day, break-even day, break-even day. We had a loss, and then we ended up getting money back, and then we had a little tiny winner on Friday. So we ended up trading every single day last week, which is not normal for me. So it was definitely a stressful week last week. But again, we'll see what this week presents. But we're going to stay patient, see what we do. And again, I went over my data this weekend, and I need to let my trades run more. There's been many trades I went back in my data, and I looked at it, and it's just trades could have ran way longer and hit their full take profits. And sometimes I just, for some reason, don't let my trades run. It's my emotions. So we'll see what happens. But market open, we'll see what we get. We got that manipulation up, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we're right. I honestly might even scale down to the 1 minute time frame off of this. So we'll see. This is going to be interesting. So we're in this big ass 4-hour fair value gap. Also, we were on Nasdaq, right? 4 hour. Yeah, we're in this big ass 4-hour fair value gap. Where's the 50% level of that? Are we in it? We are in it. What up, Nobi? Alright, Nasdaq's ripping. 15-minute highs. Let's see. Is this the same 4 hour? I think it is, right? What time is it? 6 a.m. on Thursday? Yep, 6 a.m. on Thursday. Gonna be surprised if we just want to keep ripping. Just don't like these equal lows down below. Is Apex still running that code? Because if we don't get anything today, maybe I'll send an eval. Just for fun. are still running the code. It's $56. Okay, let's get one. Let's do one. Yeah, Apex is still running it. It's $56 right now for the activation. I think it's $40 for the PA account, like to activate your PA. I said, we're just gonna keep ripping like this. I'm not gonna take a trade, so I'd rather send like an eval or something and see if we could just hit the move up. You know, why not? If we're just gonna keep pumping like this, it's like now that we're moving like this, like I'm not gonna look for 1 minute confirmation to the downside to those equal lows. I need to see like 5 minute break of structure, because again we're in like no man's land right now. We're in this big ass 4 hour fair value gap. We have these draws above, but we're just gonna continue up like this all day. Like again, I'm gonna unmark these London session highs too. Probably just go to the 5 minute. I wanted that one opportunity that we saw for those equal lows, but it didn't present itself, so I mean, nothing we could do. Alright, they already activated it. Sweet. Alright, they already activated it. I just want to make sure it's on the right thing. Not on my PAs, right? Let's do a buy position. Okay, we made $32. Woo, yeah, $32. Alright, let's go ahead. Q. See if we could pass a quick little eval, make it 17. Because we're just pumping. We're just going to continue this. I'm not trading on my real accounts. If I went in 5 minis, how many points would I need? Yeah, 30 points, right? Yeah, I need 30 points. Holy shit, we're pumping. I want to go in 5, and we'll see if we can get like a 30-point move. See if we can get a 30-point move. if we want to keep just diving up. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Damn. Calm down, Charlie. You gonna dump here real quick, or are we just gonna keep going up? Alright, I took a quick 517 right there so we can keep our drawdown. I want to go in 10 with this volatility. See if we can get it quick. We're up 517 on the eval. Create another 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see if we're going to inverse this 4-hour in the high time frame. Right now I'm staying away from this with my live accounts because it's just, I feel like I'd be getting FOMO because price is just continuing higher. But the way I trade, I look for reactions off the levels on draws and liquidity and stuff like that. We haven't even came into a 5-minute fair value gap either for continuation confluence, so just gonna wait. Wait and have fun with an eval. We need 2,500 more. What up, Wing Wong? Wing Wong, I was looking for you. I'm sending an eval right now. Because I don't like what price is doing. Yeah, I know it's Monday and we're just freaking ripping up. I wanted those equal lows to get hit. We had equal lows on ES, and I thought we were going to react off London session highs and those 15-minute highs, but because we have these equal hourly lows down below, but we just are continuing higher. So there's really nothing special right now. See if we inverse this 1 minute. Better hit VWAP though. Where's that 1 minute? I feel like we're going to dump here a little bit into that 5 minute. I'm going to go in short. Let's see what we get. quick 1700. All right, we're at 1700 on the eval. I took a quick scalp there. I think we're going to come down into that 5 minute. So we're up 1736 on the eval. I like that rejection off of this. Again, I'm on evals right now, guys. I'm going a little bit more risk on. This isn't how I trade my normal accounts. It's snowing by the wing. Is it? Holy shit. What up, Nobi? Appreciate it, homie. Hope you're having a good day, too. There's that little dump. All right, we're in this 5 minute. Wonder if this is going to be our retrace. Let's see. For us to continue higher, maybe. We didn't form a 15-minute fair value gap yet. We at equilibrium. And we'll see. Let's see. This is an area where we're going to react and go higher. $1,700. So we need how much more? 3,000 minus 1,736. We need 1,200 more. I want to see if we're going to get a bullish reaction out of this area. Do we come to equilibrium on NASDAQ? Not quite. Again, for the people watching on YouTube, I'm probably going to post this, right? Whether we pass or fail this eval. But this is not how I normally trade, right? I know the system that I trade on my PA accounts. We're staying away from price action right now in the PA accounts. We're sending an eval because, again, I want to get max allocated by the end of the year. But I'm literally scalping. This is how I scalp. I'm scalping on the evals, quick in and out, secure my profits, and get out, right? This is not how I trade on my PA accounts. So don't take advice off of just passing like this. Just putting that out there for an FYI. She's flooding, put stop loss to breathe. There you go. Sounds good. Sounds good, Nobi. Let's see. Let's see if we want to come down into this 5 minute. I'm going to wait for this 5 minute candle closure. I want to see if we inverse this 5 minute fair value gap or not. If I go on 6 minis, how many points do I need? We'll need 12 points with 6 minis to secure it. So something like that. I'm gonna look for a break of structure. I'm probably gonna enter. I need 12 points. Alright, we're gonna go in. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get schmacked or not. Let's see how she goes. Points. Take profit at that high. Let's see what we get. Oh. I like that reaction. We're gonna hold this. ES didn't break structure yet, but I like this. Oh, 247, really? Hey, there we go. Past eval. There we go. There we go. Sweet. I like that. Dude, this trade, honestly, too, for if you're going to go on a PA account, this legit would have been a trade I would have taken. But this is just, I don't know what I would have targeted. That's the problem. We have a 15-minute fair value gap here. And then we have a 15-minute fair value gap here. Oof, I don't know, dude. I'm going to stay away from the PA accounts today. But this could have been the trade, right? Reaction off of that 5-minute bullish fair value gap, right? Stop below this 1-minute bullish fair value gap. We broke structure to the upside. This would be break even right here. This should be break even on the trade. 1 to 4, maybe 30 points. First take profit, and then final take profit. Let's see how that would play out. Let's see how that would play out. I just want to pay attention to this high because again, ES hasn't taken this high yet. This could be a spot where we could put in a 5-minute S&T. But let's see how that trade would play out. We passed our eval. That was the mission for today. So. Sure, Dylan, we'll see you because markets aren't open. See ya. Well, I'll see you Wednesday because markets aren't open. I'm going to be today. So, W, good luck, everyone. Travis, look at DM. DM on Instagram? Or oh, iMessage. Yeah, baby. Yeah, there you go. Yes, sir. Dude, that was a solid trade. That was a solid continuation confluence, like quick scalp, right? Again, this trade could look good overall for like if we took it on the PA accounts, but again, it's no news Monday. We continued up. We could go down into the second 5-minute fair value gap. But right now, the trade would overall be looking good. I would be break even as of now. Right? I'd probably have it 1 minute bullish fair value gap. We'll like manage this like we're doing a real trade. So I'd definitely be break even. I'd probably even have my stop loss like below this fair value gap, because this fair value gap should protect us. But if we look at ES right now, right? ES hasn't taken this high. If we start getting bullish momentum out here, we're going to form that 5-minute S&T. And that can make us continue lower here. Right? See? So again, we would have hit first take profit on our PA accounts. But me personally, on a No News Monday, I'm not risking my capital on a day like this. So to get the greed out, I sent an eval. It ended up working in our favor, and then that's it. I'd rather blow an eval account trying to just scalp and start the week off like that instead of freaking taking a bad trade on my PA accounts, because it was a weekend and I'm just impatient and I want to take a trade, you know? So again, No News Mondays, I'm not fans of them, because every time it's always like, I feel like I lose more than I win more on No News Mondays. So that's just based off of my data. Like if we go back in my data, we'll go back to last month. I only took one trade on a Monday out of the whole week. And then if we go to my worst month, so let's go to all time. If we go to my worst month on September, look, it's like I'd win one, lose one. We'll go to August, lose, win, lose. Like it's just, Mondays aren't, like it just, again, I usually break even or lose basically on Mondays. That's just based off of my data. So, yeah. But again, if I were to take a trade, I like that setup we just took. It was literally simple. We came down 5-minute bullish fair value gap. I like that 5-minute candle closure. I scaled down to the 1 minute time frame. I looked for our 1 minute break of structure. We got our 1 minute break of structure. We entered off this candle. Target 12 points was enough for us to pass our eval. So quick, simple, easy scalp. Same trade, yes sir. Yes sir. So now I get the freaking, guys, if you're going to use the Apex accounts, use my code. It's $56. See, we would have been stopped out at break even now. I would have had my stop loss below this fair value gap. Again, this should protect us though, but let's see on the 5-minute. We have 2 minutes till this 5-minute candle closure. If this closes bearish, we're going to form a 5-minute S&T. So, and I think we formed a 15-minute fair value gap below. See? We formed a 15-minute below. So if we form a 5-minute SMT off that, we're probably going to retrace into that 15-minute bullish. I would assume, right? I'm not a fucking, I can't predict the future, but we'll see. But if we don't form this 5-minute SMT, we'll probably continue higher, take out this high. But again, No News Monday. We already went up. How many points since market open? 132 points. Is your Top Step bugging? Oh, you asking Yas? Yas, I think he's got a question for you. I don't use Top Step, so. Alright, but YouTube, again, I'm going to explain it one more time for the people who actually watch my content, right? I wasn't comfortable enough for taking my trades today on my real accounts. So we activated a PA account because Apex is running the deal, right? It's 70% off right now. So instead of paying $180 for an eval account, you pay $56, and then your activation fee now. So now we're going to have to activate that eval account, right? If you don't know how to use prop firms. Now the activation fee is going to be $40 because of the discount code. You can use my code if you want. It's totally up to you. It just supports me a little bit if you want. It's Team Astro, but now the activation fee is $40 instead of $140. So the real eval is $185 without the code, and then the activation fee is always $145 without the activation code, right? So you pay $56 for the first part, and then $40 for the other part, right? We did that, but I have a system for the way I trade my evals now because I have experience in the market. Now I scalp my evals. I don't waste my time on them. I try and pass them, get them over with and done. Then I incorporate my real strategy into my PA accounts, right? Our more patient and real strategy that we use on the PA accounts. We don't do that in the evals anymore, right? Again, that's just me personally. I don't want to waste my time on them. That's just experience. But if you're just starting out with eval accounts and you haven't even been on a prop firm and you're just beginning in trading, figure out your system on the eval accounts first and take your time. Don't try and rush the process to get to a PA account and then you don't even know what you're doing once you get on a PA account, right? Take your time if you're a beginner trader and figure out your system, your risk management plan, your emotions, all that stuff on one eval first and prove you can pass an eval with your system. And then once you start passing multiple over time, that's when you incorporate what I'm doing right now. You pass your evals quick and then you move on to your PA account and then you take your time and build up slowly and do what you need to do, okay? Cool. There you go. Good shit, Nobi. I'm probably going to post this on YouTube, but here, just to prove it again, so you know I'm not a scammer. See, it says Apex right there. Can you see it? Apex and all the other ones are PA accounts, right? We passed the Apex one. Discord, you guys know already. We're good. All right, so Dylan, you passed 5 more on that trade. Dope. Sweet. I want to see if this trade's gonna play out. It still actually wouldn't even hit break even yet. So I kind of want to see if it's gonna play out. This would be final TP up here. This would just be a simple continuation confluence. But we'll paper trade it. I'm done for the day, not trading on my real accounts. We passed an eval, that's all I need. We're done, but I'm gonna stay on the live and we'll see if this trade plays out. Oh, I'm going to post this on my Instagram. Rents on the weekend. I think we're going to Thursday, London highs. 25835. 25835. All the way up here. Yeah, I could see it. We have a 4-hour high up there too. I think we're going to continue bullish this whole entire... Again, I want to see it one more retrace down because we got to create that higher low, right? That's going to happen one of these days. I wonder if that's going to come into this 4-hour, this new weekly opening gap. But I think we're going to be bullish. And literally to prove that point, does it go to my phone? I was literally studying last night, and I have it on my computer, on my laptop. I literally mapped out. I'll send the screenshot in the chat in the Discord of what I think is going to happen for the weekly bias. But this trade to the upside is looking good right now. Only thing I wouldn't like is that 15-minute fair value gap down below. That's it, because we could retrace into that. See if it plays out though. But let me post this on my Instagram. Okay, no trades today. This is the trade we ended up taking to pass our eval account. Again, I took a couple other ones. I was just scalping today, but we could see passed another eval, right? We took our time on that. I didn't like how price action was looking. No trades in the PA accounts, as you guys could see. Here's on the eval account. I took a couple scalp trades, right? That's all we needed. We ended up passing the eval, but this is the trade I'm paper trading right now. I'm not going to trade on my real accounts because it's a no news Monday. I don't like how we ripped up on market open. And we just retraced into a 5-minute fair value gap. It was a little continuation confluence that I hit on the eval. Ended up playing out for 12 points. It was a nice little clean trade to pass the eval. And that's it, right? So another eval pass. You can see it says Apex right there. See, that's an eval. Rest PA counts. Didn't take any trades on. As you can see, bang, bang, proof of product. Cool. This is the trade we ended up taking to pass our eval account. Again, I took a couple other ones. I was just scalping today. But we can see. Does anybody know Dodgy from trading or no? I went to his meetup thing this weekend, and I was showing him my data too, and I need to let my freaking trades run. He even said it too, bro. I was showing him my data, and he's like, your win rate's really good, but you got to let your trades run a little bit more. You'd probably be doing way better. And I was like, I know. He's actually a nice kid. He was actually pretty chill. I literally have it written down on my little piece of paper now. Every time we enter a real trade on our PA accounts now, guys, I have to let it at least hit my first take profit before I can move to break even or anything. Because I went back in my data the other night, and literally I have so many trades that run to just full take profit, 1 to 2s, 1 to 2.5. And sometimes I always take a partial off at like a 1 to 1.2 or like a 1 to 1.3. And then I'll take my final take profit at like a 1 to 7, 1 to 8 on some of them. But again, it's just emotion taking over. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Got to keep getting better. I want to see if this trade's going to actually play out. What would this risk to reward be? We had it below this fair value gap. It'd be 1 to 3. So right now we'd be at a 1 to 2. Okay, this could have been another partial right here at a 1 to 2. But let's say we took a partial at this high. Let's say we'd map it out like this. This was our first TP, and then this is our second TP like that. That's what the overall trade would look like if we were to take it, but we're going to paper trade it because we took it on our eval. Because I could see ES coming up to this 4-hour high, right? I could definitely see ES coming up to that 4-hour high, and that should at least push NASDAQ up into this 15-minute fair value gap that we have resting above. Right, let's see. Yeah, we have this 15-minute fair value gap above. I could see us definitely coming into that. All right, YouTube, I'm going to cut that. You saw what we did today for the evals. Yeah, that's just how you pass an eval quick, I guess. But that's how just I do it. Again, I explained what you should be doing if you're starting out in trading, if you're more experienced in trading, if you have experience in the markets. You just shouldn't be full porting eval accounts if you're just starting trading, right? You got to figure out your system, your strategy, your risk management, and learning how to trust yourself in the markets to be able to even take trades and stuff like that. You just don't full port evals to pass them just so you could say you're on a funded account, right? Because then you're just going to be wasting money activating a funded account and blowing that, and emotions are just going to get all over the place, right? I literally spent like a year or 2 years just taking my time on eval accounts. Like literally when I was doing the 300K accounts, it took me like 5 months to pass just the 300K accounts, and I still barely knew what I was doing, but it took 5-6 months to pass those. I did it with 150K accounts. It took me a couple months to pass those. And again, it's just you have to figure out your system, your overall strategy before you just start full porting evals and trying to get them out of the way, right? Cool. Got it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post this up for you guys to watch it. And yeah, that's about it. Peace out.